to know, like, before you got to TC, were there other schools that were interested in you, or other schools that you were looking at?
No.
Okay.
Going into high school, I was just supposed to go to my zone school, which was Woodlawn.
Okay.
Coach Eddie Greene, it was a big Arico guy. You know, he always got the kids from Arico because Arico was basically in Woodlawn zone. So while I was playing with Arico, I had developed a relationship with Coach Eddie. And, you know, I even in 8th grade, I would go up there and play against a bunch of the guys that were going to Woodlawn at the time. And it was just in everybody's mind that, all right, I'm going to Woodlawn. Right. Didn't have really any private schools after me until Coach Tony Biggers came around and seen me at Arico. I don't know how he heard about me. Still haven't even asked him to this day, but he came around and was like really one of the first coaches that was like, all right, I want you to come to this Catholic school. You know, at the time, when you in 8th grade, like I didn't know nothing about Catholic school. Like I was going to Southwest Academy. I was in public school. Thinking I'm going to Woodlawn, and you know, I took a visit up to Towson Catholic and loved it, and was like, yo, like, I'm gonna go to Towson Catholic, but the only problem was, of course, was the money, you know, financial. Like, you know, at the time, my peoples couldn't pay for that. So it was like, you know, if y'all can find a way to, you know, through some financial aid or some groups that are giving out scholarships to young kids, you know, I could come, but if not, you know, I don't think I'm going. So throughout my 8th grade year, like leading up to my 9th grade year, it was like kind of on the fence, like, hey, you know, I don't think I'm going. And then Coach Bino was at St. Francis at the time. He was the head JV coach at St. Francis. Right. And Coach Bino kind of came around late and tried to get me to go to St. Francis because a lot of my guys.
Trying to get you to go to
St. Francis because I had guys. I had Eric Brooks, who was going to go to St. Francis, and then Desmond Thomas, who was a friend of mine too, who played with Mount Royal. He was going to St. Francis. So it was like, yo, we got some guys going to St. Francis that's your age. I had nobody going to TC at the time that was my age. Okay. But it was like, yo, we got somebody, so maybe let me go to St. Francis. And then, you know, TC ended up coming through and working it out, so I went there. But yeah, it was only like Woodlawn, St. Francis, late, and Towson Catholic.